My name is Suresh. I am working in the UK as a band 6 CT MRI Radiographer. So I know it's really hurting and it's really painful when our CV is continuously rejecting and not getting any interview calls. And I can understand how painful it is. But please don't lose your hopes. Just keep applying, keep applying. Because I too got my first interview call after 30 applications. I will show you, just have a look on them. I too came from this stage only. So these all are my unsuccessful applications. So I have applied all this. Everything got rejected. So every application got rejected until 30 applications. How many? Almost 29 applications was rejected. So I got my first interview call after 29th application. So please don't lose your hopes. Just keep applying. I just want to give few suggestions from my side, and also I will show you how to write supporting information. And if you follow all these steps, I hope your CV will get shortlisted for the interview. So listen carefully. Definitely these points will help you, and definitely your CV will get shortlisted for the next interview. I just want to share only 5 points with you. So the first one is, remember one thing, every job in the NHS website is not a sponsorship job. So look at the advertisement carefully and properly, whether they have a capacity to sponsor you or not. So without sponsorship, if you apply for 1,000 jobs also, they will reject your application because they don't have a sponsorship. So select the proper job and apply for that. And the next point is, don't be rush. Just only apply 1 or 2 jobs in a day, because if you apply 5 to 10 jobs in a day by doing copy paste, there is no use in that. You can't get the interview invitation from your employer. So if you apply 1 or 2 jobs in a day, what you have to do is you have to read the application carefully and you have to fill each and every column in the application. Definitely you will get an interview invitation. So just don't be rushed. Read all the applications, read everything in the application, fill every column in the application. So please don't be rushed. Read the application carefully and fill the application carefully. Then only submit your application. Third one is, look at the person's specifications and qualification carefully, because some employers need post graduation in CT and or else post graduation in MRI. So look at the qualification carefully, because if you have post graduation in CT, you can apply for that job. If you apply without post graduation, so they will reject your application. They will give preference for the people who have a post graduation degree in CT. So just look at the person specifications and qualification carefully. If everything is matching to your profile, then only apply for that. So without matching your profile, don't apply for that. So if you apply also, they will reject your application. So what you have to do is read the application properly and carefully, and read the main duties of the job, and read the job description in the advertisement, and read the person specification in the application, and read the qualification. So everything is matching you, then only apply for that. So without matching, don't apply for that. Just go, just keep scrolling and go for the next advertisement, apply for the next job. The fourth one is employment section. So every candidate is thinking supporting information is very crucial for shortlisting our CV for the interview, but that is not true. Employment section is more important than supporting information, because employer will look at your clinical experience and what kind of studies can you do and how many years of experience you have and why did you leave the previous organization. So when we fill the application, we need to give a reason. What is the reason for leaving the organization? So whenever you are applying for the job, please don't neglect the employment section. Fill the employment section properly and carefully, and that is the most important than supporting information. The next one is supporting information. So I told you employment section and supporting information. These both sections are very important while filling the NHS job application in the jobs website. So if you are applying for the city radiographer post, you must add your duties and responsibilities while working in the city department, and your skills and your knowledge in special studies, whether can you able to work independently or not, do you need to work under the supervision of senior radiographer or not, and how many years of experience you have, and what you have learned in the past work years, and if you have done any voluntary works in the healthcare. So you can also state that in your supporting information, and I will show you now how to write supporting information. Just have a look on that, and you need to add some more points. So now I am showing the employment section. So just see how to fill the employment section, and you need to fill every column in the employment section. Just look at here, you need to keep the start date and the end date in your previous organization, and keep the grade, whatever the grade, no problem, you just keep some grade, and the salary also just keep some salary, and enter the period of notice like 3 months, 4 months. So just keep 3 months of period notice, and a reason for leaving, so it is the main important factor. We need to keep a good reason. This is the just example reason, so you just keep the strongest reason. Like a employer will think, for example, if they recruit us, if we leave the organization, then it will be problem for them, right? So first you need to enter current employment experience, like what kind of machines you are using, and what are the machines you are using, and if you are working in x-ray, just write everything, what kind of studies do you do, and what kind of special procedures are you doing in your department, or if you are working in the CT scan, just write your skills, what are the studies you are doing in the CT scan, and what kind of special studies do you do in CT scan. So write everything, and what was your responsibilities and duties in your organization. So you need to write everything. and just see here they are asking gaps in employment. So if you have any gaps in your employment, you need to state that, and you need to give a reason what was the reason for your employment gap. So you need to give a proper reason and you need to explain here. So this is just an example. You need to write some more information. If you don't have any employment gaps, you can say that I don't have any employment gaps, like that. Now I will show you how to write supporting information. So just look at here and I will show you how to write the supporting information. Just see here. You need to write like this. Dear sir, madam, I am writing to apply for the radiographer position as advertised by your trust in the NHS site. So as advertised by your trust. After that you need to mention their trust name in this place. Then I have read the person specification and job description and I meet all the specified requirements state in the job vacancy advertisement. Your trust vision. So you have to mention their trust vision in these gaps and values. You need to mention their trust values here. So you have to tell to them like your trust vision and values really inspired me, and it is with enthusiasm that I express my interest to continue my career in your trust, because it has been my dream to work in an organization where my personal values and commitment align with the values of the trust. So you have to tell to them like I like your organization, I love your organization, like that. So then only they will select our CV for the interview. And just see, you need to fill like this. And so here I have mentioned personal skills, right? So if you are applying for the job, just go to that advertisement and you can see they will be mentioned in there like required skills, like that they used to mention in there. So just copy that skills and mention here. In some advertisements they used to mention cannulation skills is required and proper communication skills required. So just copy their skills in their advertisement and paste here in your section, in your support information section. And at the end of the section you have to mention here, like I have not written here, you have to mention here like why do you want to work in UK, and what is the reason for your interest in this job, and if you selected in this job, what you will do for the organization. So you have to write all these points in this end of the section. So I have not written here, so you just write here, reason for your interest in this job, and if you selected in this interview, what you will do for the organization. So you need to write all these points in the supporting information at the end of the section. So this is the supporting information. This is just an example for the supporting information. So add some more points by yourself and make it much more stronger than this. So definitely you will get an interview call. So just apply for 1 or 2 jobs in a day. So read the application carefully and fill every column in the application. Then only submit your application. And don't lose your hopes. Definitely you will get interview calls and definitely you will get a job in the UK. So just keep applying and keep applying. And if you have any doubts, just drop your comments in the comment section, or else you can also mail me. And also prepare for your interviews very well, because getting interview invitation is very difficult. If we get one interview, again we need to wait for more days for the another interview. So if you get one interview chance, use that chance properly and show your skills to the employer.